America, getting to know us. So, we've been getting a lot of questions. Guys have been chatting us. They want to know us, or you guys want to know us. And now, today is the day. So, stay locked.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, we're going to read out the questions that have been on our chats of late, and then we're going to answer them randomly. So, I'll go first. Right?
Okay. Yeah, right.
Okay, I'll go first. So the first question is, when did you guys become friends, and how long have you been friends? You want to go with that?
Yeah.
Okay, take it out.
So we became friends in 2009, right?
Ooh.
Is it?
Yeah, no, 2010.
Is it 2010?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
2010.
Yeah, it's 2010.
Yeah.
Close to 13 years,
yeah.
right?
Yes. Can you imagine? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh wow. It's been long, guys.
Yeah.
So we became friends. We met on that was my first job posting, actually. Was it your first?
No, it was my
Second?
third.
Oh wow. So I was just fresh from college or from internship, and then I got posted in this one place. If you know Kenya, we come from Kenya, by the way. If you know Kenya, there's a place called in Eastern. There's a place called Makindu. It's on the highway of Nairobi and Mombasa, right?
Yeah.
So that was my first posting. I went there, and the first person I met in this hospital or my workplace was just this beautiful lady welcoming.
Yeah.
I was feeling lost. I was feeling so lost. It's like, oh my god.
I remember
When I
those
stepped,
days.
yeah. I was so stressed. I was like, am I going to survive here for a month? I don't think so. But anyway, Eunice was there, and she was so welcoming, and we had another friend of ours. They were so nice and cute to me, and I was like, oh my god, this is the place. So finally I fell in love with the place, and I stayed there for 3 years before she left, and then we reunited. Story for another day.
Yeah, story for another day. We've been like this.
But it's been it's been 13 years now of friendship.
For sure.
And still going. Cheers to many more to come.
Yep.
So next question.
I'm going to ask the next question. How did you come to Canada?
Oops. I feel like skipping that one and giving it to you. But
Okay, give it back to me.
mine is such a long story, but it's I have a whole video already on how I came to Canada, so I wouldn't want to answer that, but you can answer that.
Okay.
Yeah, my
So
video is going to be coming out.
it's in our previous channel, not channel,
Video.
video. So you can look back and see. I came as an international student, as a nurse. So it's that short. I just came as an international student. I did a 2-year program. I got my RN license, and I got
No pressure.
everything. Now I'm a PR.
Oh wow, congratulations on that, by the way. It's such a huge milestone, guys. You will never understand until you're in Canada.
Yeah.
When you get that permanent residence, it's just a different feeling.
Yeah,
actually.
it's
So,
heavenly.
anyway, yeah, cheers to that. Looking forward to citizenship. Okay, so where's the next question?
Now you have to answer.
Which
Funniest story or culture shock in Canada?
funniest story or culture shock? Funniest story or culture shock? Do you have a funniest story? Really?
No, there's no skipping this.
Funniest story or culture shock about Canada? Oh my god, I don't have. Imagine
Okay, let me go. So the funniest thing I would find is when it's winter time, it's snowing, and someone is walking a dog.
oh
And it's snowing, and it's very early in the morning,
Wow.
5, 4. Someone is walking a dog, and other times, the dog is in the car. I'm like, why?
Why are you leaving the dog in the car?
Why?
Yeah.
Because back home, our culture is totally different. A dog stays outside. It's for security purposes.
I know.
And I couldn't understand. They're working with papers. If the dog poops. I'm like, I can't do this. But anyway, that's for, about
my God,
sex.
yeah. Yeah, the funny thing, and here, like, that's one thing that I can't understand. Like, every time. So I'm like, is there like another way you can do it? But the dogs are so trained that you have to take them out. Whether there's a storm or no, like whether there's a stormy day or not, it has to go outside for a walk.
Imagine. And then another story. Like, someone is talking about, you can hear someone saying, Emily, Emily. You will later learn it's a dog or it's a cat. I'm like,
Yeah.
all these stories.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know. I used to like there was a day I was so someone was very remorseful. Like, I know, and I totally understand. No, like, guys, I know, respectfully, right? Because I know people have pets and all that. But like, I was so caught up in the story. In my thinking, I thought like we are talking about, you know, a child or a, totally understand, guys. Forgive us. Don't come for us. But in the end of the day, I'm like, I realized, oh no, we're talking about, it's a dog.
It was a dog.
Yeah, it was a dog. It's like, it's a dog. It's not. I was like, oh my God.
It's culture
seriously,
shock.
yeah. And you have to embrace it. Like, you have to respect that entirely. I think for me, I just remembered something, and then it was skipping. Okay, it skipped. You went. It will come back, guys. It will come back. I'll come back to the funny story.
Oh my God.
I will come back to it. So maybe the next one is mine. Which one is that?
Yeah. What do you like about Canada?
Oh, what do I like about Canada? I think for me, the first thing that actually, wait, before I even what I like about Canada, the other culture shock that was so funny that I kept laughing at myself, the accent, you know, like I won't pronounce. You remember when we said McLeod? How you pronounce things? Like, it was so embarrassing and funny. There was a day I was with Eunice.
Oh my
and
God.
where were we going to? Service Canada. Yes. So we took a bus, guys. That time we were not driving, of course. We took a bus, and then he just kept telling the driver, like, we're going to McLeod. We're going to McLeod.
Oh my God.
And then they was like, where is that? They were like, McLeod. Then we had to show him on the map, because like when you're using transit, you keep like showing the map. If you don't know the direction, the drivers usually really help. That's one thing like I like about Canada. So he was like, oh, McLeod. I'm like, oh my God. It was so funny.
And then there's this other lane, like a street known as Landis Lane.
Yeah,
but I
Landis
used to
Lane.
call it Lundis. I'm like, why is Lundis? I'm like, it's Landis.
Oh my God.
I like, oh my God. You
Like,
can embarrass
you-
yourself.
Yeah, you can. Like, sometimes how we pronounce things at home, even how we spell them.
Like
the way.
imagine Toronto. We'll say,
We say
I'll say
Toronto.
Toronto.
And
then
then they say Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like, where's the T? Why are you
Yeah,
swallowing the T?
Toronto. So I think that's like my huge, or my biggest culture shock and funny thing, because I kept on laughing at myself. I'm like, okay, did I pronounce that right? Every time, like, I have to be cautious. So it's one of the culture shocks that you have to embrace. And even in school, do you realize like how we spell things? Because for us we use British English, and here they use American English. So a lot of things are spelled like differently. So you have like to be cautious and just have to remind yourself all the time.
Yes, and you have to remember like T is always silent.
It's silent.
Silent.
It's like you say you roll your tongue when you say T. Okay.
Then
I won't
again,
even try.
another word like nurse, a nurse.
Yeah, the
Oh
R
my
you
God.
have to roll your tongue to
Yeah.
pronounce the R.
Farmers,
I
people
can't
ask
even try.
you, what is your profession? I'll say I'm a nurse. Like,
And it sounds like I am an ass. Okay.
what? Yeah, but you're trying to
You
say
can
I'm
have an ass.
you should say I'm a nurse. I'm a
Okay.
nurse. Like,
I know.
clearly.
Like our Kenyan accent and their accent, totally different, guys.
Yeah.
Forgive us, but I'm not sorry for my accent. Sometimes I just go as it is.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
proud of my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to take it or leave it. Also, like you have to understand. So, so like, what was it? Did I answer the question?
Funniest.
Yeah, that was the culture shock bit.
Okay.
Oh, what do I
What
like
do you
about
like?
Canada? The transit, guys, transportation, like transit system in Canada, it is so efficient. Because I remember when I came here initially, I never used to drive. So like you can just like get an app. There's an app that you use, transit app, right? So when you download that transit app on your phone, it takes you literally everywhere. It gives you the bus schedule, if you're using
Train, even
the train schedule, like literally everything. You can choose either walking or driving, taking the bus, taking the train, taking subways. Like it literally takes you everywhere. So I remember first time like I came and then I had to go downtown. Like my friend that time, I was in Toronto, right? So that lady I was with, and she was like, oh, just download this app and blah blah blah, you'll get to town, you'll get to know where you're going. And I was like, really? Where am I going to even to start? So when I downloaded, it was so efficient. Like
and it's very cheap.
And it's very cheap, and I didn't ask nobody. Like I got to where I was going and I came back home and she was like, oh, you made it. I was like, yeah, I didn't even ask. I didn't have to ask anyone.
Sure.
You know, yeah. So that's one thing that I really, really like about Canada. Yeah, what else? Healthcare?
Healthcare.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. But like it's so, like here we don't pay. Like it's free. It's not privatized. Yes, you can go to private hospitals, of course, but it's when you come here, you get, if you come as an international student, you get a health card. You come on a work permit, you get a health card. You're a permanent resident, you have a health card that can literally like serve you. I know for children, they don't pay nothing. For
everyone
like pregnant mothers, like it's so good. Like healthcare system here, it's really good. So I think those are two things that I really like, and people are really friendly. There's not a lot of pronounced racism. It's there, but it's not really like pronounced. Like you can say, "Oh my God, I was so afraid." Like it's not really out there. Like people really try not to, even if it's there. Like they try to like, So those are the things that you have something you want to say like about like
the tax refund.
Like we pay a lot of tax though.
Yeah,
like,
we pay a lot. Yeah, but you get tax. I have been getting tax refunds
like the first few years.
For the last few years. I don't know if now, because that then I was a student, I was earning less. I was getting like close to like 200K Kenyan money.
Yeah.
I'm like, where in Kenya have I ever received any penny from the government? I'm like, that is
you get
like,
pocket change.
Yeah,
like
like
pocket
for like
pocket change.
Imagine 3 years getting like 200K plus money. Like who gives you free money? Like
I know
that is
like
one thing I'll say.
And it's money that you never budgeted for. It's money that you don't even like have. You know, it just
you do
comes.
your tax.
It just comes.
Returns then. Poop.
Yeah. I won't say like really much about that, but
You're in your account.
It's amazing. It's a beautiful feeling. Okay, so almost done, guys. Almost done. Frustrating experience in Canada.
Oh my God. The snow.
I know.
Period. Like winter period. Like that is the time you think about going back to where you came from. Because it gets cold, and the more you stay outside, the more you freeze. You know, the freezing is like you can put water there and it is frozen.
It
like
freezes,
it freezes. You have ice cubes, even in your car, right?
Remember,
you put water and it's
in the morning it's frozen. Like
it's frozen,
I remember the other day I was going to work and I left my water bottle in the car. The following day, the water was all frozen, like literally frozen. So it can be that bad. Like winter period is really like crazy.
Especially like when you are new immigrant, you're not driving, like you have to use the transit, and if you miss a bus, they come after like every 30 minutes. That is the longest you can wait.
If you're in the smallest towns, like in Toronto, maybe it's different.
It's 15, maybe 15, but
that 15 minutes, it's long. If it's winter.
5 minutes outside is like because it's below, like sometimes it goes to below 20. You freeze. So that's one time I used to walk and I would cry. For real, I would cry because like when like it's like frostbite, your hands are pain, your
face is painful, your nose literally like this freezes.
What an experience.
my
But
God.
rather than that, there is beauty in snow. Like
You can
got-
make snow
yeah.
angels. You can
For
make
sure.
snowman. Our first
Yeah.
snowman was very terrible.
Yeah, we met, remember?
Yeah, like it was terrible. Like you could see. Oh my god, it was like a scarecrow. We didn't do justice, but like
We should
with
applaud
time,
that.
I think yeah. I think this year we'll make another snow. It's going to snow. I think in 2 days we'll make another snowman. We'll do justice.
Oh my god.
I think for me
sure
also
about
it's the most frustrating is the snow, like the winter period, because I remember like when first I came and I like when you come here, like honestly you don't drive like fast like this. You have to like do driving again, or you have to submit your driver's license, blah blah blah. So I used to walk to work, getting the bus. So my first job, the bus stop was a bit far. This one day I missed the bus and I had to literally walk to get to the next bus stop to get the next bus. Oh my god, I almost cried. Like I was all frozen. And there was Wendy's. I had to like go in Wendy's and buy coffee. So I stayed there for like
Warm
5
up,
minutes,
yeah.
warm up, and then I started walking again.
It
So it can
can
be
really,
very
really
frustrating,
bad, yeah.
honestly, during winter. But other than that, like we say, it's the best country to be.
For sure, for sure.
Last question. What do you do for work?
Do you wanna go?
We'll go. Well, both of us will go. You just go and then I'll go.
So I'm a registered nurse for now, but I'm working towards getting my master's. I want to go into therapy, being a psychotherapist. So that's where I am. But I would like to be a registered nurse and also a psychotherapist.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. What does Umaz do? So, guys, I'll say I'm a public health specialist. I work with a non-governmental organization. It's mental health organization for children. Really enjoy it. Amazing. I love working with kids. And again, I'm also working on cause since I'm already in mental health field, I'm also working on my psychology master's, halfway done. So I also want to become like a psychotherapist rather. I want to become a psychotherapist. So yeah, soon guys, we're going to talk about our career journey soon. But those are the questions for tonight or today.
Yeah, I guess.
Depending on where you're watching us from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that will be the end of our today's video.
Yeah. If you've got more questions, like please, you can just send a message. We'll have another session and answer session.
Yeah.
In near future.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have also been wanting to know our career journey. How did we get where we are? And I think it's important for us to do that. But in another session, of course, like otherwise the video will be too long.
And lastly, before I forget, like lessons I've learned
Oh yeah.
since I came in Canada, like
Patience.
Number 1, patience. Number 2, patience. Number 3, trust the process and remain humble and trust God. Like it will always work.
Always unfolds.
Yeah.
It always unfolds.
And know where you're going.
Stay focused.
Be intentional. Know where you're going. If you want something, like I always tell everyone I meet, if you want something, you have to like push and don't give up, because and mind your circle of
I was gonna say that.
mind your circle, and whatever you get in your mind, when you come in to Canada, you have to most importantly reach out and be careful to whomever you reach out to. Because if you reach out to someone who is still nagging about the place being cold, the place being not appreciating, always complaining, you'll be frustrated.
Be watchful of those complainers. They never see anything in a positive way, and there are a lot of those in Canada. I would say it's so unfortunate, but there are a lot of those. So mind your circle,
be mindful.
Be mindful, it's not isolate yourself. You cannot live like an island. But again, if you interact with someone and you see or you feel the energy is draining, do not even feel guilty of cutting them off. You know, you want to grow. Associate with people who are ambitious, people who see the positive side, people who want to grow. You know, you can't be like just content. Oh, here I came, I got a job, I am okay, I get money. No, like see the bigger picture. Always like be you know, optimistic and want to grow. So you have to be very mindful about that.
For sure, yeah. Otherwise, we are grateful for having us.
For this far, like 13 years and counting. So cheers. It's been nice interacting with you. Until next time, guys.